In their over-anxiety, some of our volunteers got more than one signatures from one household. So therefore, I would now say people. Should have said household, but because at some stage we got into a slightly different practice, so I would only claim people. Most cases we took only one signature from one household, but in some cases we took more than one. So that's the situation. So we are on the movement front, and with all this, for us, the first challenge is the coming election in Delhi. Delhi Assembly election due in November is our first challenge in terms of numbers, in terms of proving our strength. That's what we are working towards. This is an extraordinary thing. Will we succeed? I'll just say one thing and stop with that. It is not for me. I've spent a lot of years doing election forecasting, and the one election I do not want to forecast is the Delhi election coming in November and December. All I want to say is that in our country, people do all kinds of things. Yes, they take money. Yes, they take daru ka bottle. Yes, caste matters, community matters, all kinds of things play a role. But once in a generation, there comes an election where people set all this aside. 1977 in North India, 83 in Andhra Pradesh, 85 in Assam, every state can think of, 87 in Haryana. You know, people set all these equations aside and said, enough is enough, is baar theek kar denge. I'm not saying that's going to happen in 2013 or 14, I don't know. But it is about to happen. It is ripe, it's due. And someone has to be there to offer people an alternative. When people want a new item on the menu, there should be some new item available to them. That's our challenge. In the meanwhile, there are three things we can do. One, do remember that small parties all over the world managed to change the agenda of politics. Green parties in Europe did not win elections, but they have changed the agenda of politics throughout Europe, because green issues have been incorporated by every single party in Europe in order to defeat green parties. This is the logic of politics. In order to keep them out, you have to, so green party loses, their issues win. Someone has to sacrifice for the country. You know, maybe we lose, maybe our issues win. Second, small players can change rules of the game. 6 months ago, no one spoke about Robert Vadra. No one spoke about Ranjan Bhattacharya. Now you can talk about it. Why? Because two rank outsiders walked in and said the emperor is naked. No one was left with an option. They had to say, yes, he's naked. You know, you can change the rules of the game. And third, a new political party can bring in honest, idealist youth to politics. We keep talking about the problem of dynasty, we keep talking about problem of money, muscle, etc. How to prevent this, how to stop this, how to do this. Yes, you have to prevent and stop, but in the last instance, you have to bring in something new. You cannot clean dirty water simply by sort of moving a broom inside. You have to have flow of fresh water in there. This is what Aam Aadmi Party is trying to do. It's an attempt, it's an effort, it's a difficult effort, as difficult as was the idea of India itself. If the idea of India could face those impossibilities and become real, this idea can also become real if all of us join it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.